morning, everybody. My name is Jared O'Leary. I've been drumming since 1998, and I still got plenty to work on today. I'm going to be practicing limb independence using this book, 50 Ways of Syncopation by Don Moyle. And the way that I'm working on this is largely based off of limb interdependence discussed by Gary Chester in his books, New Breed 1 and New Breed 2. Now, in these practice streams, I like to share what I'm working on and how I'm practicing as somebody who's been drumming for almost 30 years and who has taught every single grade, kindergarten through doctoral student. Now, because I've been drumming for so long and because of my background in education, I will often get people asking questions like, hey, how do I get better at drumming? Or how do I get better at teaching? And I will often edit those answers and put them in this drumming tips playlist. There's over 100 videos and over 15 hours of free drumming tips inside of here. For example, the one that released this morning was this one. Your rudiments are slow because of this. This one that says Members First is coming out next Friday. I've got over 400 Members First videos on my channel's home tab with over 2,000 free play-alongs. All of those Members First ones are scheduled to release for free, so stay tuned for that. Oh no. You know, Tyler, I've just been having one of those mornings. So an hour ago, I did like a driver update, and then I spent the last 40 minutes trying to troubleshoot why my camera was not working. So in that fluster, I did not enable the chat. Let me do that right now. All right, cool. It should work now. My apologies for that. It's one of those days. Thanks for the driver update. It's making things run so much more smooth. Okay. To be candid, am frustrated. So I need to get motivated from Shia LaBeouf. Shia LaBeouf is going to help me to, get ready to play the drums. Come on, Shia. Help me. Do it! Just do it! Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday, you said tomorrow, so just do it. Make your dreams come true. Just do it. Some people dream success, while you're gonna wake up and work hard at it. Nothing is impossible. You should get to the point where anyone else would quit, and you're not gonna stop there. No, what are you waiting for? Do it! Just do it! Yes, you can! Just do it! If you're tired of starting over, stop giving up. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Shia LaBeouf. Your new startup with a few friends just got a Joe writing client. That's awesome. GG's, Tyler. Hopefully that little Shia LaBeouf motivation will help you to complete that first project. Seriously, that's super cool. Joe writing is very difficult, and it's hard to get clients, but that's awesome. I know multiple people who have built like entire careers around that. The first one that I met was when I was in high school, and he created his own music writing and like drill writing business, and he worked with like several high schools, and like that was his full-time gig. It was super cool. And then yeah, I've known like marched with some people and taught with some people who went on to do that as well. It's difficult, but you can be very much so in control of like what you do and whatnot for your day-to-day, so it's neat. Okay, so the pattern that I'm working on, by the way, to warm up is this pattern that's right here if you're on the vertical, and it's right here if you're on the horizontal, which I'm so glad I got this camera working. This was the one that was like, no, I'm not going to do it. And I was like, okay, let me try plugging it into the front-facing camera. Worked great. Okay, let me try plugging in my phone into there, and it like starts charging the phone. I'm like, what is going on? Well, I want to recognize it. Good old drivers. They work great. Okay. It's kind of like code, where it's like, doesn't work, don't know why. Does work, don't know why. It's like, oh, cool, great. All right, so the pattern here that I'm playing is 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E. Okay, so very basic. You're just alternating between the right hand and the right foot. And then you're putting hi-hat on 2 and 4. So we got 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and while reading through the patterns that are right there on the left hand. So last couple of times doing this, it was technically proficient, but before that we had some mess. So it's kind of a little inconsistent, bordering on like mostly technically proficient. So we'll see if we can graduate from it over the next like a couple of streams. So on my home tab, if you go to the /drum, or if you're on my YouTube, on my home tab there's over 2,000 free exercises. So there's all this like drumline stuff. There's like 80 chop exercises, like the 1997 Blue Devil Shopping Spree is the one that I was playing through yesterday during the stream. There's over 1,000 grid variations. There's some marching bass stuff, drumline cadences, almost 400 technique exercises, and then like I mentioned at the beginning, almost 15 hours of like drumming tips and whatnot, like in this playlist, and then some scripted lessons like how to hold traditional, etc. But today I'm working out of this limb independence section. Now, because I'm playing this at 90 and it's a straight chart, I'm going to go into this row, which is all straight charts, and then right underneath it is the exact same thing, but the play-alongs are all swung, and I'm doing it at 90, so I'm going to go inside of here. And I'm just going to pick a random one, 36 through 40. Sure, sounds great. How can you expect to play all these things at once? I mean, you've got like 30 limbs, right? You'll figure it out. Just get good, bro. Come on. Somebody just tuned into the stream for the first time is like, wow, Jared sucks at teaching. Yep. True story. A 1 and 2 and a here and a go and alrighty. Let's see if I can focus after 40 minutes of frustration. Now I gotta just have fun drumming, playing stuff I'm not good at. Especially this last one that I'm gonna work on today. Woo wee! Stay tuned. 1, 2, here we go. One of the things that I like about drumming is it could be like a mental escape. So like just being able to focus. Oh, can't do it while talking, but just being able to focus on the thing that you're playing can like help you to just kind of like press pause on everything else going on in your life. So all that frustration from earlier goes away when reading through charts. Ready? And therapeutic. I love it. Now these are permutations, so it's the exact same phrase, shifted over by an eighth note. So here's another phrase. And then the next line is going to shift it over again while you play the exact same phrase here. And if I was doing short, long, it'd be easier to hear the difference. Like this. Shifted. See what I mean? So if it was like short, long patterns where you're doing like short on the snare drum, long on the bass drum, then you could like really hear those phrases, how it's like the same melody, it's just shifted over an eighth note. So it kind of like messes with your brain a little bit depending on what you're doing. When I'm playing it all on one drum like this, then it's a little bit harder to tell, but 2, here we go. Those are on the offbeat, my bad. have a pop-up asking to update. No, we all saw what happened earlier. That was 40 minutes of frustration. Setup is cleaning up before it closes. Okay, great. Thanks. 1, 2. 1, 2. Ready. And... What's funny is, like, I normally do those updates after stream, but I was like, oh, I got time. Because it was like 20 or 30 minutes before the stream started. And then the update went great. Got everything set up. Did a quick test on Streamlabs. Nothing worked. Nice. Lesson learned. Run the updates after the stream. You try to play this and only got the downbeat right? Hey! You are almost there. Right? You just gotta get 7 more correct things, and you'll be great. Well, I guess technically 15, since this is 16th notes, but, you know. 1/16th of the way there. Thank you for the like. Wait till we get to the last one. The last pattern that I'm doing, I think is number 52. Woo-wee! Thank you for the like on the vertical. Setup has encountered a critical error. Yeah, it's because I canceled you. Thanks, computer. Appreciate you. All right, cool. We done it. So it was mostly technically proficient. Hey, we just graduated. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. See column A right here? This keeps track of on average how it's doing. So we're skipping all the patterns that like are sound good. So this one, we finally graduated from it after what, like a month of working on it? Look at all these reps. And it started off not good. That felt great, like, playing through it. It felt comfortable. I was able to actually, like, talk while doing it. Which means that there's, like, enough, going on mentally where I can, like, comfortably do other tasks while reading it. So that's great. Progress. Okay. First stretch I'm going to do stretches the sides of the forearms. We're going to do this real quick because I want to keep playing. We've got a Samba pattern we're going to play. We're going to play a Baião pattern, and then we're going to get into the, technically it's a 3/4 pattern with while trying to do short long with it. Stay tuned. Now I'm going to stretch the underside of the forearm, so just along there by pulling back. I also, last night, thought up another pattern. So you take this, like a soca pattern, so with the hi-hat, and do that as the 3/4. And then try and short long with the snare and the bass drum. So that one's also going to melt my brain. Stay tuned. We'll do that one. Not today, but maybe in a couple days from now. Next stretch I'm doing stretches the top side of the forearm, so we're going to do it right here. Hit my chalkboard. Doing it on your legs just makes it go twice as fast. Yay! Stretching music. be candid, when it was like probably about 30 minutes into the camera not working, I was like, I think I should just cancel it. I'm already almost 30 minutes late from when I normally do it. But I was like, nah, this is important. Because I have like a hard cutoff today with the gaming stream. So I was like, I'll try it. But hey, we just graduated from one of the limb independence patterns. Yay! That one was kicking my booty for a long time, so that's nice. Very nice. This next one, the Samba one that I'll be working on, is a very open Samba pattern. I'll paste it for you so you can get a preview of what we're about to play. Properties. Select all, paste, done. There you go. Okay, so the thing that's right above my head, if you are here, and if you're on the horizontal, is down there. So that Samba pattern with the foot is boom, chick, boom, chick, with the feet. And then you're just playing snare on 3. You can do it as a knock, or you can do it as just a hit. And then you're just reading the patterns on the right hand, on the ride. So it's a very basic pattern, but because of its openness, it's tricksy. Tricksy hobbitas. Next thing that I'm doing right now is I'm massaging the back side of the hand with the fingers, and then the thumb is massaging the palm. And then I'm going to massage the fingers, the phoenix. Brain, do you need more coffee? Yes. And then we'll get back into that limb independence pattern, the Samba one. So this last one is base to tip of each one of the fingers real quick. I have is that the Doug theme song? I have it in my head. I haven't seen that show in like at least 20 years. Probably longer than that. Wow, I'm old. Surprise. Okay, so the next pattern that I'm not good at yet, this Samba pattern. So we played it at 160 last couple of times, and it was okay. Let's try it a little bit faster. So we're going to try it at 165. And again, the goal is to make this technically proficient, so we can comfortably play the ink on the page. And then eventually we'll get it to be musical, but we're not there yet. Give it time, give it time. Okay, so the pattern is boom, chick, boom, chick, boom, 1, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Good morning, Jeffrey. Or you can... I'm going to do it that way because scoliosis. I don't want to, like, end up like this. Like, if you watch, like, some older drummers, like, who especially play traditional grip, like Steve Gadd and others, like, I feel like that can't be good for their back to do this. So I'm gonna play upright. Okay. We're doing this at 165. So I'm gonna go back to my home tab of YouTube. So in the home tab is where you'll find the over 2,000 free exercises. So if you scroll down, we got the chop stuff, we got grid stuff. This is where I'm practicing, but there's more here, like technique, over 15 hours of drumming tips. Just saying. Limb independence. Okay, so 160 to 240 straight. If you're doing swung pattern that fast, you can go down to the swung charts. I am not playing this swung. A swung samba would be unique. I'm just going to go to a different set of charts, 16 through 20. Sure. I'm glad to hear you're doing good, Jeffrey. Okay, so since we're playing it at 165, I'm going into the timestamps and I'm saying, hey, play it at 165. It'll give you a few seconds to get yourself set up. A 1, 2, ready, and... Okay, this is the pattern that repeats, and we're reading the charts on the right hand. Ready? I read some of those rhythms wrong. I know. I'm sorry. Unsubscribe. Oh, 1, 2, here we go. One, two, here we go. Whoopsies. You can improvise on these top lines, or just use it as like a recentering for the ostinato you're working on. Whatever you want to do. Ready, and... Alright, last chart for this pattern, and then we'll do the Baião pattern. A weird Baião pattern. 1, 2, ready, and... Cool. Mostly technically proficient. Had some reading errors, and then I played a snare drum on 2 at one point. I'm so sorry. I know I failed you. All right, cool. So the next one I'm not good at yet is this one. So Baião, number 47. And let me paste it so you can see it. So the Baião pattern, it bops. So you're going right, left, right, both. Right, left, right, both. Boom, chick-boom, both. Boom, chick-boom, both. Normally in the Baião pattern, like the very first one that we worked on, Baião pattern number 37, yeah, out of Dom's book. So that one, you play 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and on the right. So boom, 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 boom. And then you read through the patterns on the left, and it bops. It's great, cool. But this one is different. So you're actually reading the rhythms on the ride while you fill in ghost notes on the snare drum. So right, left, right, both. Right, left, right, both. Etc. Okay? That's the plan. So we're going to do this at 2,000 beats a minute. No. All right, we're going to try it at 175 again. 175.348. So I'm going to go back to my home tab. Imagine if I had the BPMs for that. I've got every BPM like one click at a time, but imagine if we had like decimals. Instead of having like a 5-hour long video, it'd be like 1,000 hours long. All right, so I'm going into the straight charts, and we just did 16 through 20. So I don't know. Let's do 21 through 25. Sure. Pick different ones every time. Practice sight reading. Okay, so in the timestamps, this particular set goes from 160 all the way up to 240. But there's the other playlists that go all the way down to 40 BPM for this. But because I'm playing this in 175, I'm going to click on the BPM. And then I'm going to read through the chart with the right hand, filling in ghost notes with the left hand while playing boom, chick, boom, boom with the feet. 1, 2, ready, and boom, chick, boom, both. Right, both. Right, left, both. Do, 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 do. 1, 2, ready, and... Whoops. One, two, here we go. Right, left, both. Right, left, both. Right, left, both. That's your metronome. 1, 2, ready, and... This feels way more comfortable than the first chart. The first chart when I was playing it, it's like my brain was like still warming up. It was like, wait, what's this pattern? Now it's feeling a lot better. A lot of offbeats on that last one. Cool, last chart for this pattern. And then we're gonna play one that is super difficult. It's like crazy. Yeah, I had fun with that. I enjoyed it. Did we graduate? Survey says no. Wah, wah. That's okay. So again, column A is keeping track of like how am I doing on all these. So we're skipping all of the ones that like sound good. So all these ones that sound technically proficient or musical, don't practice that stuff. No. Practice the stuff you're not good at yet. For example, like this one, number 52. Oh. Okay, are you ready for this? Okay. You can do it, Jared. All right, so the pattern. So, you know how I was saying, like, in the Baião pattern, you'd have, like, boom, 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 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and like this. You take that idea, but instead of playing it as 16th notes, you play it as triplets. So what? Hey Jeffrey, I appreciate it. Just trying to get better. Okay, so while you're doing that, you're going one Okay, so 2 and 4 on the hi-hat. I screwed up there, so and the goal is to read 8th notes on the snare, quarter notes and longer on the bass drum, while playing that. Does it sound good? No. No, not even close. Can I play it? No. Are we going to try it? Yeah. We'll get it. It might be a month from now, but we'll get it. All right, so I'm going to go back to the home tab, where you can find thousands of free exercises. Tomorrow, we'll work on the chop stuff. We're going to do Blue Devil's 1998 chopping spree, so stay tuned for that. Grid variations. This is where I'm practicing. There's bass drum stuff. There's drumline cadences. There's almost 400 technique exercises. So many you have to click to show all of them. Like, hey, if you want to work on different stick control variations, there's 15 videos inside of here. If you want to work on your 3s and 4 strokes, there's 25 videos. I don't know, if you want to work on endurance and speed, there's 61 videos in that playlist. And then there's over 15 hours of drumming tips in here and all the lessons. So, keep you busy for a while. In all of these limb independence playlists, the second video in each one of the playlists links to how to develop limb independence on the drum kit. It has a series of steps to be able to work on, to be able to get to the point where you can read through charts. I am not good enough yet with this particular pattern to be able to read through charts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on these permutations. And I'm going to play this at 100. So we're going to go here. Boop. And I'm going to attempt to read this just on the snare. So again, it's ba da 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 da. 2 da and repeat. No. These cymbals are way quieter than normal cymbals, which is what they're designed for. Sorry, this is hard to talk while playing this one. The fact that I was able to get through that. Yikes. Okay, so the question about if these cymbals are loud, no. So these are the low volume cymbals by Zildjian, which is why you can see my hand through them. So they have holes drilled through them. So this makes it so that they are significantly quieter than a normal set of cymbals. The only problem is they will eat through your sticks. So this is what like a sort of fresh pair looks like. And then here's what a pair looks like after you've played on them for just a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean like maybe a week or two. So it will eat through your sticks, but like my wife can be on the phone in the room next door and people can't even hear me practicing. I'm good. How are you? Okay, we survived it. Yay. So that is such a pain. The while playing the shuffle basically at the end, I can't do it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to play through just the one pattern with the foot, because I don't need to play like a shuffle with the foot for when doing the short long. So the short notes being eighth notes on the snares, and then the quarter notes on the foot. And then I'm going to try doing short long with some of the other permutations. So this is variation 5, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'll attempt to do this with some charts, if I got time for that. So we're going to do 101. Sure, that sounds great. We'll do it with the foot. Ready, and... Okay, cool. We did it. Yay! So let me go back. I'm going to just start with variation 1. Again, I'm doing the swung version. If you're doing like an eighth note that is a straight pattern, just go up here. These are straight. Then scroll down. These are swung. Hence why it says swung. Okay, so variation 1. And I'm going to do this at 100 timestamps. This one starts at 40. This one goes all the way up to 240. Every click in between, so got you covered. Whatever BPM you need between that range. We're doing this at 100. And I'm going to try and do short on the snare drum. So eighth notes on the snare, and anything longer than that on the bass drum. Oops. Okay, so the threes didn't go as planned, so let's try this one click faster. And then if we graduate from this one, I'll try the next pattern. Variation 2. back, Tyler. I hope it was a good work call. We're working on the uber difficult one, but I'm actually starting to get some short long here. Cool. So that was a significantly better run than the first rep of it. So let's go ahead and go to the next variation, the next permutation. So we're going to go to 100 again. It'll count me off. And this one, it shifts over the second half of the measure by an eighth note. So it makes it so it's different combinations of rhythms. 1, 2, at the end. Oh, maximum effort. You love this triple pattern? Yeah, it's a fun one, right? It really works my brain. It's going. So the next pattern that I'll work on after this will be like a soca variation. So, but we'll do that as triplets. So triple that'll be the next pattern that I work on, but you know, can't do this one yet, so can't do that one yet. All right, so 100 variation 3, and then if I get through this one and variation 4, then I'll actually attempt to read through some charts. Wish me luck. 1, 2, ready, and. No, okay, I need to do this one again. The hi-hat didn't survive. Oh, no, sorry, I skipped the repeat. We gotta do that again. Brain, refocus. Ready? And... Legitimately, how this seems so hard to get through. It's definitely working my brain. But I mean, outside of what I've been practicing on stream, I spent like 20 minutes last night because like I finished scheduling like the shorts and reels that go out next week, and I was like, oh, I got like 20 minutes until my wife gets home. Let me just play through some of this. But I'm not like sitting here grinding this outside of this. Every other day, just working on it. With what you see on here, just takes patience. And then like 5 weeks we'll be playing completely random combos. I mean, yeah, that's the goal. We wanna be able to get this all the way. So what I'm planning on doing is for this one and then that Soca variation, I'll continue to grind those out while I review all the 50 plus variations that are before this, and just do like a quick review of all this. And then what I'm planning on doing is like a stream where I just play all of these in one stream, play like one chart, and I get one shot basically. Don't miss a chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. So I'm gonna do every single one of these in one stream, and we'll see how long that takes. That's the goal at least. But first I gotta do the review while I continue to like grind this one out, and then that Soca variation that I'll write out. But yeah. You need to go learn a flam exercise? Well, go work on it. I know it's mesmerizing, this pattern, but don't let it hypnotize you into not practicing. Here we go. Variation 4. Ready? And... almost lost it. How close am I to having played everything? Very close. In the next probably week or two. Oops. It's happened like multiple times where I like almost lost my stick, and then that time I just completely whiffed it, just completely missed it. Okay, I think I can actually get through a chart now. Let's just try a chart. So I'm gonna go back to the home tab again, continuing to play the da 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 da. Just keep that looping. That's my ostinato. So instead of playing through the permutation stuff, which start there. This is like step 2 that I'm working on. So step 3 is actually like going through some of the charts. So swung. And we're doing that 100, and we'll see how this goes. Pattern number 1. So I'm going to go to the very beginning because this one starts at 100, so. Isn't it funny how within a week you'll be able to play something like this with no tension strain, and it's like walking? Yeah, I mean, taking a step back and like watching the progress over time, like if you go back like a couple of streams ago when I first started learning this, I couldn't even play the first measure of that variation 5, like literally could not play the downbeat. So it's so cool to see like the development over time with all these limb independent stuff. And if you go back like a year ago, I couldn't even get through half of these limb independence patterns comfortably. like Dom's book, for a lot of when I got lessons from him, he told me that like the 50 different ways that doing the syncopation, most of the undergrads that he taught did not get through all 50 in the entire 4 years that they would study with him at Arizona State. So like going through all of these is a lengthy process, but the steps that I've outlined for how to develop it, if you just put in the consistent effort over time, you can get it. It just takes effort. Afterwards, would you be interested in doing an improvisation stream? I was actually thinking last night that it would be good to like add in some more improvisation, but because that's like cell phone's going off. That's like an area I'm not good at yet. Is improvising, and so yes, I do want to incorporate it more. But right now, I want to focus on the limb independence patterns, and then eventually be able to do that. So yes. Just to like set a metronome in my headphones and just like jam out to something, I think would be good for me. It's an area of growth that I want to improve. And, yeah, so it'll probably be, I don't know how long it's going to take me to get through this. Maybe like 3 or 4 more weeks to be able to get through like the rest of this stuff. And then, like I said, once I get through this, and then I do that stream where I go through all 50 plus variations in one stream, then I'll start like adding in some more stuff. Like I also want to get back into working on double bass because I've never worked on double bass before. So there's like just so many things on my list of what I want to practice. Like it's like the same thing for writing music or even the scripted lessons that I create. Like I've got the problem of having an abundance of things to work on. It's a good problem to have. It's much better than be like, well, I don't know what to create next. Like I literally have like a list of like ideas that will last me for well over the next year. Here we go. Okay, so this is the pattern that repeats. I don't know if I can actually read through these charts. We'll try it. Sorry, this is really distracting. My mouse keeps moving. Okay, not good. But I was distracted. Let's just keep going through this. I might do like 10 charts just to like really let my brain sit with this. No! Ugh. As soon as any concentration is broken, I just lose it. I really gotta focus on this one. I definitely can't talk while playing and reading on this one yet. Maybe in a week. Here we go. 1, 2, here we go. Whoa. Those upbeats are weird. Alternate between the short, long. One, two, 1, 2, ready, and. Too relaxed. Oh my. Having that blur the meter while playing this 3/4. Oh, that was hard. That last line, deceptively. Hey, Tyler. I hope you have a good practice session. Enjoy your flams. 1, 2, thanks for stopping in. That was fun. Okay, so I'm gonna do instead of reviewing today, I'm gonna just do another set of charts. We'll just go 6 through 10 to the next one, and we'll do this as a way to just like keep reinforcing this particular pattern with my head. So again, it's ba 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 da ba da 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 with hi-hat on 2 and 4. Ready? And da 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 while reading the pattern, short, long. 1, 2, you wish me luck. So I gotta flip my mouse upside down, or it keeps moving. Yeah, so those offbeats are weird. 1, 2, 1, 2, here we go. Got a little wonky there. Apologies. Still learning it. One, two, here we go. That's off of the 8th. Starting to feel more comfortable, especially those upbeats, where it's just like a whole measure of upbeats. One, two, one, two, here we go. Got a little wonky there. I started thinking about something other than what I was playing, and it messed me up. Cool, last chart. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, and... Ooh. So if you're just joining, the pattern that I was just playing is your basic like 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 on the right. But instead of playing it as 16th notes like that, playing it as triplet. With that hi-hat. Like that. And I'm reading the 8th notes on the snare drum and playing anything longer than an 8th note on the bass drum. So that's what we were just working on. And I finally was able to get through some charts. Cool. Okay, so I'm gonna still say it needs a lot of work, just so it like adds one more on here that I have to graduate from in order to make column A so that it's technically proficient. So what I'm gonna do next time is I'm going to actually play through this at 100 again, but I want to start with charts. Start with charts. That'll be my note for next time. So the bulk of this like hour and 12 minutes was spent on different patterns that I'm not good at yet. So, for example, this one, and this one. But all the ones that are technically proficient and musical, I'm skipping. Recommend the same thing for you when you're practicing. Practice like a beginner. So I've actually got a video on my home tab. If you go all the way down into the tips and lessons section, there's over 15 hours of free drumming tips inside of here. But in the lesson section, this is like me doing like a scripted video as opposed to me answering a question and editing it when people stop by on these like office hours on these drum streams. So inside of here, I'm a pro drummer, but practice like a beginner. Why? Check that one out. It's only 2 minutes long, but it talks about like the different reasons why I practice the way that I do, like starting at 40 beats a minute or by practicing these patterns that I'm not good at yet, etc. But I'd also highly recommend, especially if you're a rudimental drummer like I am, to focus a lot of your time on these technique exercises. There's a reason why there's almost 400 of them here. It's because they are super helpful for improving your hands and whatnot. This is how you build chops, is actually working on technique slow. But I talk about that more in these like drumming tips videos here. But then there's also drumline cadences here. There's almost 500 marching bass drum exercises. I'd highly recommend focusing on these timing exercises here, or the splits timing variations that allows you to practice without the rest of the bass line. You'll see. This is where I was practicing today. Every one of these videos has the second link as a video that's how to develop limb independence on the drum kit. So if you want to learn the steps that I'm doing in order to be able to play this kind of stuff, that video outlines the steps and gives you some different patterns that you can play. There's over 1,000 grid variations, so many that you have to click to show all of them. And then here's like 80 chop exercises. Like what I'll do tomorrow is the 1998 Blue Devil shopping spree, so stay tuned for that. Now, I got to rearrange this whole setup, and I'm going to start playing Dishonored 2 here in probably about 15 or so minutes because it takes me a while to like move everything. But if you enjoy these thousands of free resources, just share it with somebody else. And if you don't enjoy these thousands of free resources, then share it with an enemy. Goodbye.